Hi, folks. How are you doing today? I'm sure you are doing great. I want to quickly share with you some critically important, vital points in transformation. I'm Dr. Josephine, a doctor of philosophy and a transformational coach. I use science of well-being as a tool for personal or professional development. But what are some steps that we take? What I call coaching problem solving steps. And after telling you that, I like you to know the stages, some 4 stages, some 5 stages that I use for some of the services that I render. Don't go away, just wait for me so that you can understand and follow me with exact things I am saying. Coaching problem solving steps. Let's look at, you must identify a problem. For somebody to require a coaching service, that means you already identify a problem. Or when you say, okay, I need a coach, the first thing I do, is to identify the problem. By the time I have the free 45 minutes call with you and you have filled your data, the client data, I will have identified the problem, the emotion that is involved with that problem. And I will lay down the options. The choice is the client. Mine is to guide and help with certain options, and the client will pick the option that work. And each option comes with consequences, not necessarily negative consequences. They can all be positive consequences. Maybe it takes time. Maybe it takes certain assignment. Maybe it takes certain things you need to do. Journaling and things like that. So there are consequences to any of the options. Then together with my guidance, you can execute, and we will evaluate together and nip it for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve for your transformation, your growth and development. In spiritual formation coaching, there are 4 steps that are very important, along with the science of well-being tool that I use. The first is come and see. Come and see is that you are coming to learn. By the time you get to the second of follow me, that's an intention. You intentionally, it's a personal intention to follow Jesus Christ. Then be with me is a stage that is higher than follow me, because as you are following, the goal is to be a disciple. Jesus never said anybody should make converts. When we look at the great command in Matthew 28, from 18 to 20, is to make disciples. So by being with me, you have become a disciple of Jesus Christ. And then the last stage is remain in me, which is the ongoing spiritual development that you need to continue to follow. For my divorce or post-divorce coaching, there are also 4 stages of 4 C's. Don't forget, the real tool is science of well-being. But then the four stages of these four C's are very important. Commitment. The person who's just recently divorced, who had gone through all the maybe denial, then he has accepted it. You need to have a commitment to want to move forward as an individual. Once you have committed it, then you need to have courage. Courage is very important. Courage is important for resilience building. Then the capacity. The coach, what I do as a coach is to guide you towards having the capacity. Once you have the courage, then you have the capacity to be able to move forward. Then you land yourself into the confidence. You have the confidence or certainty of your transformation, of the growth of where you want to be with your set goals. For grief or loss, trauma, or stress management coaching, there are 5 steps. Because anybody who is in grief or trauma or in kind of stress, the first thing that happens is denial. You are in denial status. You don't want to accept that no. Especially if you just lost a loved one, you can be in denial status, denial stage for quite a long time, not accepting it. After the denial, is anger. Anger. I don't know. The anger can be, some people even have this anger towards God. Why did God permit this to happen? Or it could be anger towards yourself or anger towards somebody. The blaming game, the anger. When the anger subsides, then you accept it. Acceptance, the acceptance stage. And that is when coaching becomes very, very good, because once you have accepted the condition, you are in the acceptance stage, then we are now going to your transition. We are now moving into your transition. That means you yourself, you're ready with your journaling in the Science of Wellbeing life coaching journal that you might be using. And there's a particular one that is for grief or trauma journal that I have developed. I have a grief and trauma journal. I have the spiritual formation coaching handbook. And I have the Science of Wellbeing life coaching journal separate. So we then go into the transition, and then your transformation now comes into it. You now come into the transformation. So basically, these are the steps or stages that I take my clients through when they come to me for coaching. Don't forget, I have the background, I have the experience as a coach, a professional, certified life coach, a transformational coach. I have a doctorate degree in philosophy of the religion. I have several certificates in life coaching, as an evangelist, as a theologian. And then in Science of Wellbeing that I use too, I use positive psychology, the evidence-based, the theory that I've worked along with biblical principles. You will never regret picking or choosing me as your coach. Check learnwithjoes.com for further details. Have a very blessed week. And don't forget, love is very important. Love God completely and totally. Love yourself correctly. And love others compassionately. It's when you love yourself correctly that you can think of hiring a coach to guide you in your path towards transformation. Thank you.